Hey everybody, welcome back to Barbecue by Biggs. I'm Aaron, and today, not always do you need a full-size turkey when it's just you and your wife, or maybe you and your wife and a kid. What we've done, we went to the store, we picked up one of those turkey roasts, and what that is basically some turkey chunks. They come in a little package, they're about 3 pounds, about that big around. You take that package apart, and it's kind of stringed together as like a roast. We took those strings off, and you know what? It makes perfect little pieces just to smoke. So we're gonna get the Yoder tuned up to 250 degrees. We're using B&B pellets. We're gonna show you how we got these things rubbed up and ready to go. So we took those pieces apart. Now we're gonna get them all dried up. And we're gonna use a binder. As you can tell, there's just chunks. There's the breast, another chunk. Got some dark meat here and some more breast. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna rub these all individually and then smoke them. So what we're using for binder today is a mayo. And we're just gonna take the mayo, put it on, and we'll rub that in. You don't wanna overdo it. Just get it all covered up with some of that mayo. So like we said before, this is just one of those little pre-packaged, they call it a turkey roast. But when you take it apart, you have big old chunks of turkey that you can smoke. So if you don't like full turkey, you can get these little pieces and you can smoke those as well. You can also do a full breast or whatever you want, but these are fairly inexpensive, and they give you a big old slab of meat. So, all right, we'll get them rubbed up. So the rub we're using today is Uncle Steve's Smoke Bomb. We're just gonna cover it real well. Just get you some on there. Do the front side. In there real good. Do the back side. You can use any rub that you want, but this Uncle Steve stuff works really good on this. Gives you a real smoky flavor, because these aren't going to be in the smoke as long as a regular full-size turkey would be, or even just a regular full-size breast. And as you can see, a lot of these sizes are different sizes, so you have to pay attention. Some of this is going to come off a little bit sooner than the others, but as long as you pay attention to it, you should be fine. You can even use the little pieces for stir fry or something like that. I'm doing all of it because I like to make sandwich type salads with it. So got that one done. This roast even said dark meat and light meat, so this is a big piece of dark meat. We're going to smoke that too. And again, I mean, each one of these pieces is going to be done at different times, so we'll have to use our instant read thermometer to make sure that we're not overcooking them. Shooting for about 160 internal. That way it carries over to about 165. Make sure that fowl is good and done. All right, we'll get the rest of this rubbed up and we'll get it onto the Yoder. We're gonna smoke these at 250 degrees. Probably gonna take, for this one's probably gonna take a little more than an hour. This one might take about an hour. This one might take a little less, but 250 degrees, and we'll start checking after about an hour to make sure that we're in the realm of possibilities there. So we have, some of these are really thin. That's okay. It'll smoke. So we got all those chunks rubbed up. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna get them on the Yoder at 250 degrees. Like you can see here, we have the smaller pieces on this cooling rack. These cooling racks work awesome. There's a link in the description. If you guys don't use these, you probably ought to. It makes it real easy to move this stuff around. And then we got the bigger chunks over here to the right. Like we said before, it's about a 3-pound roast. There's 2 3-pound roasts here. If you only need one, that's great. There was one of them that was marked white meat and dark meat, so we have a piece of dark meat as well. And then the other one that was just white meat, it was basically a couple of turkey breasts. So we're gonna get these on at 250 degrees, and then we'll just start to monitor them after about 45 minutes. So we'll get them on. All right, so we got the Yoder roll at 250 degrees. We're gonna cook these up on the top rack. We're gonna put the larger pieces over here where it's hotter. And then we're gonna put the smaller pieces where it's cooler over here. So we're gonna roll smoke on these for about 45 minutes before we check on them. These are probably going to take about an hour. These 45 minutes might be enough. So we'll start checking the temperature in about 45 minutes or so. So 250 degrees, just the competition blend pellets. We'll put them to bed, 45 minutes, we'll bring you back. All right, we've been on for about 40 minutes at 250 degrees. We'll check in on them. Oh, they're looking good. Got some melted butter here. We're just gonna dribble some of this melted butter all over them. Yeah. You don't want to kind of rub, you just want to sprinkle it on there so you don't take your rub off the top of them. Get some melted butter all over them. Yes. All right, good and covered with butter. Keep it moist. Now we'll check those internal temperatures. We'll check the little ones first. We're only up to about 129, 130, 136. We'll check the middle of that big one. That big one's only in the 120 range, so it's probably got about another 45 minutes to an hour. So we'll come back and check on these in about 20 minutes, and then double check these as well. So we'll put them back to bed. We cover them with butter to keep them real moist. They're looking good. Let me bring you in and let you look at the color of these. The color looks good. That smoke bomb rub really did well. Yes, sir. Looking great. We'll bring you guys back for a check-in in about 20 minutes. All right, it's been about another 20 minutes. Let's check in on these things. That one's at about 157. Let's go with this big piece right here. That's at 160. It can come off. The smaller ones, 161, 162. This back one. Back one's about 157. Needs a couple more minutes, but we'll pull these other three off. Then we'll bring you guys back for the taste test. See you then. All right, these turkey pieces are done and they look beautiful, look delicious. Let me bring you in here and let's cut this open and give it a taste. All right, let's cut this thing open, see how juicy and, oh yeah. You look on the outside here, you see that little pink around the edge, that's a smoke line that we got in there. Let's cut into this deep. You see the juice running out on the inside, juice on the, let's get a taste of this thing. Look at that. I don't know if you can see that juice coming off of that, but it just pulls apart. Looks delicious. Let's get some taste of these. You know, that rub turned out fantastic. You can look at, man, the color of that is just crazy. Comes right apart. You can just see the juice. I don't know if the camera's gonna show that, but man, it's just so juicy. So juicy. Let's try that. Oh man, I'm telling you. That smoke bomb is the bomb, I'm telling you. You guys need to try this. You know what? If you don't have enough people to eat a big turkey, or you just like the simple things, you need to try this. Again, this was those little turkey roasts, come about 3 pounds. Look inside, there's a couple of these that are together inside of a bag. You know what? They turn out awesome. See you guys on the next cook. Take care.